Hello, everybody, and welcome to the call. We're so excited to have you here. I'm going to be leading this call with my friend Kirsten, and we get really passionate about this program because it has made a significant positive impact, not only in our lives, but so many people that we have coached through it, we have seen do it. So we are excited to share this information with you. And just know that whoever invited you to be on this call live or to hear the recording invited you because they want you to experience the positive impact that this program has had on their health, and they want it to happen for you and your family. And just so you know, we're going to share with you about the Arbonne 30 Days to Healthy Living program, but we're hoping that you can take nuggets of what we are teaching you about this program and implement them right away in your day, maybe even tomorrow. So it's not just about, it's not only about showing you this program, but it's also about showing you ways you can implement and add health to your everyday life, because that's truly what this program is about, is increasing health in your life. And when we increase health in our life by adding the good things in, what happens is a lot of the bad stuff gets crowded out. So it's not necessarily the focus on eliminating things from your diet, but it's focusing on adding those healthy things in. And that's what we're going to share with you tonight. So as I mentioned, Kirsten's going to be leading the call with me tonight. She has done this program multiple times along with myself. And so has other people on the call too. But one of the things that we set for an intention each year is to do this program at least 2 times per year as a general reset for our body. And you're going to learn through this information that we share tonight that our body sometimes just needs a reset. There's those digestive organs, they just need a little bit of a rest, and how this program really helps with that. And so with that, I think I'm going to hand it over to Kirsten to talk about, who really benefits from doing a program like this.
Thanks, Ash. So like Ash said, I've done this a couple times in the last 3 years, and I've benefited in multiple ways, not only just weight loss. And when you hear of a cleanse or a detox, a lot of people think that it's just for weight loss. But a lot of people have different signs of toxic overload, and you might be struggling from other symptoms that you don't realize revolve around gut health and how improving your health helps you lose weight. It's not losing weight gets you healthy. It's really improving your health. So if you have any signs and symptoms of like abdominal bloating, any digestive issues, any like hot flashes, hormone issues, nausea, vomiting, sleep issues, mental fog, there's a endless amount of health issues that you may be noticing that you don't realize is based around your gut and how your gut health can improve all those. I know when I do this, my sleep improves, my mental fog is less. I mean, I work 3rd shift, so staying up at night is kind of hard as it is, but when I'm not eating well, it's even harder. So those are a lot of things to kind of focus on. I can send you a link to a picture that has a good list of signs and symptoms that you might have if your body is toxic, and how just clean eating and adding in some products like Arbonne's to benefit your gut health can really remove that toxicity from your body to get healthy, to lose weight. So those are all kinds of people that would benefit from this program. On top of that, I'm going to share a video with you, praying for no technical difficulties today. Dr. Tanda Cook is a naturopathic doctor who focuses on nutrition, and she is also part of Arbonne. But she does a really good job of just explaining the overall program and how your body works and how eliminating toxins from your body creates this overall health for you to lose weight and see other benefits. So I'm going to share my screen and hope that it works today.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tanda Cook, and I'm a naturopathic physician and an independent consultant with Arbonne International. My intention for this call is to give you all a brief overview of how Arbonne's 30 Days to Healthy Living program works, why you would do it, who would benefit from it, what it entails, and then some food pearls to help you and your body in the process of cleansing and healing. As naturopathic physicians, we are trained as general care practitioners, and instead of becoming experts in prescription medications, symptom management, and surgery, we become experts in getting to the root cause of disease using alternative therapies like homeopathy, herbal remedies, lifestyle coaching, minor surgery, and also have extensive training in food and nutrition. And as a naturopathic doctor, we have a huge toolbox in how we can treat people and conditions, and I have found my expertise in food. I am not about calorie counting or fad dieting. I teach people about food and how it affects our health positively or negatively. We aren't plants, right? We don't photosynthesize. So we have to consume things from the outside world. And we're omnivores, which means we have to consume a variety of things to make our vessel or our body work optimally. And the super awesome thing about being an omnivore is that we have choice. And yet the super challenging thing about being an omnivore is that we have, well, choice. And if you put garbage in, you'll get garbage out. But when you set your body up with the right information, only health and vibrancy and joy can show up. So Arbonne found me in 2010 by way of ENVP Lori Muirhead. I had never heard of Arbonne. I wasn't familiar with network marketing. And as I learned about the business, I was hooked. And then I learned more about the products, and I was so very impressed with not only the philosophy and commitment of pure, safe, and beneficial, but how each product was consciously formulated to really add health to our busy lives and help wake us up into what's working for our bodies and what's not, so that we can then put our best foot and mind forward. The 30 Days to Healthy Living was launched in 2011, and I was a brand new consultant. I was sitting in the nosebleed sections of the MGM in Vegas at the global convention, and I was skeptical, not only about the formulations, but with this whole cleansing mentality. Many of us, when we hear the word cleanse or cleansing, we think extremes, right? We think starving, or we think olive oil, cayenne pepper, and lemon juice. That's not at all what I discovered that day with Arbonne. The philosophy around the 30-day program was to do a few things. Number 1, focus on whole foods eating. Number 2, avoiding the inflammatory, triggering, and addictive foods like gluten, dairy, soy, sugar, alcohol, and caffeine. Number 3, focusing on the importance of absorbing our food. As Arbonne so beautifully put, we are not what we eat, we are what we absorb. Number 4, providing products helping the organs that allow our body to help the organs that allow our bodies to let go of toxicity, the lungs, the GI, the liver, the skin, and the kidneys. And they use the analogy of the bathtub that I was taught in medical school. So imagine your body is a bathtub, and the drains are the organs of elimination that we just listed. The kidneys through urine, the GI through feces, the skin through sweat, and the lungs through breath. And when you turn the faucet on, you're adding things like water, food, air, and thoughts, and then things you're putting on your skin. And all this stuff that you're adding, the body has to sort through and then hold on to what it needs to build your body, and then let go of all the things that's not serving the body to be as healthy as it can. So just for the sake of argument, I'm going to make a sweeping generalization and say that most people's drains or doors or organs of elimination in Western societies are not functioning optimally. So what happens to the drains? Right, they get clogged. And then toxicity builds up in the body, and then we experience symptoms like PMS, weight gain, headaches, migraines, osteopenia, joint pain, thinning of the nails and hair, hormone imbalance. I mean, the list goes on. And if we keep doing what we're doing, we'll keep getting what we're getting. So the toxicity builds up in the body, then has to do something with it. And where does the body not want to put toxins? Right, in the vital organs, like your heart, your liver, and the brain. I mean, they're called vital for a reason. So the body came up with this brilliant plan. It said, let's create an inert place where we can keep the toxins away from the vital organs. Let's stick it in, let's call it adipose tissue, AKA fat. Fat is like bubble wrap for toxins. And again, if we keep doing what we're doing, we will keep getting what we're getting, and the toxins of the fat cells will keep building and wreaking havoc on the endocrine system and eventually the vital organs. And we will most likely then end up with a diagnosis or disease. So what do we do when we get caught in this? Before Arbonne came into my life in the 30-day plan, I was seeing this pattern in my patients. And I was advising them to avoid the foods that were triggering inflammation, fat storage, and eventually disease. But I was finding that when I would look at a single mother of 3 and tell her to avoid gluten, dairy, soy, sugar, alcohol, and caffeine, she would look at me like, no way, that is impossible. It was like I'd pulled out the rug. Arbonne is your rug. It's the toolkit to hand to people to say, here's a simple, doable plan to allow you to put the cereal down, put the pasta down, put the pizza down for just a bit, at least 30 days, and give the body time to begin to heal. Begin to clear the smoke out of the room, to begin to say, maybe cheese does affect me in a negative way. This program isn't about forever. It's not about that you can never eat pizza again. It's simply about pressing pause, waking you up into how foods may be affecting you. It's about eating consciously and living consciously. I tell people this is not a perfection game. It is a progression and consciousness game. So how does this work? So the plan has a protein powder that serves as a complete meal replacement that you can do for breakfast or lunch or post-workout. It also has flavored fizz sticks that you can add to water that serve as a soda or coffee replacement. The plan has a detox tea to drink 1 to 3 times a day to support the liver and the kidneys to gently let go of toxins. The plan also has a probiotic to help with digestion, absorption, and immune support and elimination. It has a fiber supplement, which is crucial for detox and health, as fiber acts like a sponge for toxins. So as the body is allowed to, again, gently let go of toxins, the fiber is there to grab onto it and put it into the stool so the body can let it go. There's also a 7-day cleanse used for gentle elimination of toxins and support of the internal antioxidant activity and the gastrointestinal and liver health. Also available are Fit Chews, which are little chewy snacks designed to help balance your blood sugar, support your adrenal glands, which are those 2 glands that sit on the top of your kidneys that play a huge role in blood sugar control and hormone balance. Also the greens that you can add to your shakes to assure that you're getting all of those fruits and veggies and antioxidants and phytonutrients that your body has been craving that maybe you have not been taking the time to eat the amount that your body needs based on your busy schedule. And then you end your day with a whole foods-based meal, like grilled grass-fed steak, green salad, and a baked sweet potato. This program is set up not only to make you and your body win, but to allow you to feel the best you have ever felt, so that you can get clear about who you are and why you were put on this planet. Imagine not waking up, being distracted by migraines or back pain. You can start to ask the questions like, if you could do anything, what would you do? Who would you be? And whose lives would you change? And it all starts about getting conscious about what we are putting in our mouth and how it is affecting our every inch. And speaking of putting things in your mouth, I wanted to give you guys some of my favorite foods to help the body detoxify, heal, and cleanse. And that should be a staple not only during the program, but in your daily life afterwards. So lemons are one of my favorite for the liver. They help the liver detoxify. Beets also super high in antioxidants and have an affinity for the liver and detox. Pineapple, which has great digestive enzymes. Avocados are packed with really healthy fats. Asparagus and dandelion greens both have an affinity for the urinary tract system and the kidneys to help the kidneys let go of toxicity. And then the Arbonne Detox Tea honestly should never leave your cupboard. This is 30 days that can transform your life, I promise, and everyone around you. So what are you waiting for? Your health and life are waiting for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen, and be well.
Ash, you're on mute.
Thank you. Can you hear me now? Am I really loud? I just love sharing that video with people because Tanda Cook is someone who studied nutrition, and that is her background, that is her expertise, and she chose Arbonne to be the vehicle, as she was talking about, to be the rug for people that realistically need an easier toolbox than just go eat whole clean foods and prepare all of your meals all the time. So I love sharing that video with people and her expertise. So I'm going to just recap the 5 key areas of clean eating that this program focuses on. I think this is a huge part of the program, obviously. But again, as I mentioned early in the call, what I hope you take away from this is not only consider doing the program for yourself, but as almost a challenge, consider implementing 1, 2, 3 of these key areas tomorrow into your diet and notice how you feel, because really you can do that tomorrow, just starting with one thing even. So the 5 key areas are eating clean and whole foods, increasing your nutrient intake, eliminating allergenic and addictive foods and beverages, balancing your blood sugar, and supporting elimination organs. So starting with number 1, eating clean and whole foods. I think we all know what these are, but they are foods that are free of preservatives, additives, pesticides, hormones, antibiotics, and all of those things. When you're shopping in the store, they are the things often found on the perimeter. They're often found outside of a box, not in a box. And they're foods that really, for the most part, serve a lot of our bodies if they are purchased correctly. And that's also something that we talk about in the program, what types of foods to purchase. The next is increasing nutrient intake. These kind of go hand in hand, because by eating more clean whole foods, you're going to increase your nutrient intake. One of the things I love to do is adding dark leafy greens into any meal that I possibly can. I add chopped spinach into chilies and soups and eggs and everything, and that will help increase your nutrient intake by sometimes just adding veggies into different foods in our meals. But also a huge component of this is supplementing our nutrient deficiencies. Our food has changed a lot over the last 50 to 100 years, and it doesn't carry as much nutrient weight as it used to. So oftentimes we recommend, and we've learned that supplementing your nutrients by using nutrition products can be very beneficial to our health, which is what we do in this program. She talked about the greens balance. That's an amazing supplement for getting all the different colors of fruits and vegetables in an easy, quick scoop. The next one is eliminating allergenic and addictive foods and beverages. Dr. Tanda said that one of the things this program does, it wakes your body up to the things that are serving it and not serving it. And a lot of times we find things in this category that are not serving our bodies. And so by eliminating those for a short period of time, we're able to recognize what it is that is, again, serving us or potentially giving us reactions or adverse symptoms. And then the next is balance the blood sugar. And for me, this is almost like the easiest thing to implement right away is balancing your blood sugar is important. Within the program, we focus on consuming foods on the low glycemic index. So just as an example, fruits, if you're looking to consume fruits on the low on the glycemic index, the best fruits for that are berries and green apples. And then in terms of what you purchase, for me, I was blown away by looking at a shelf of pasta sauces and how I could grab one pasta sauce that had 9-10 grams of sugar in it. And I could also find one pretty easily with 1 or less grams of sugar. So that's something to be really conscious of. Look at the sugar content in the products that you're buying for your family, for yourself, for your children, and that is one way you can work to balance your blood sugar without really even making necessarily changes in what you're actually consuming. And finally, supporting elimination organs. This is one I was never on my radar prior to Arbonne, but it's so important because of all the foods that we consume that maybe aren't even as good for us. We work our bodies so much. And what was the statistic I read? The liver has over 500 functions, and the kidneys filter 200 quarts of blood per day. So these are organs in our body that are always working hard to maintain our overall health. But what we allow it to do through this program is basically give them a rest and support them. One way that we can immediately implement that is through something like our herbal detox tea. That's something that we recommend drinking every night on the program, and a lot of people continue that afterwards. And so those are really the 5 key areas. And I hope, again, that you can take away something today. A bonus tip, actually, I want to share that's encouraged in the program. It's not necessarily one of the 5 key areas that you can absolutely start tomorrow. Is after you get off this call or whenever you're heading up to bed, grab a bottle of a water bottle, fill it with water, and set it next to your bed so that it's there as a reminder to start drinking water first thing in the morning, even if it's only a couple sips. Studies show that if you start it early, then you're more likely to continue it throughout the day. If it's right in your face, sometimes it's harder to ignore. So that's one added bonus tip. So we hope that you can take a nugget away and start implementing tomorrow, something that will add health to your family and yourself. Kirsten, I'll go ahead and turn it over to you to talk about the benefits of the program.
So just to wrap up our call, because we know time is valuable and we want to kind of keep this under 30 minutes for you guys, I just want to talk to you guys about the benefits of the program that we have from Arbonne. So accountability is huge when it comes to anything we are doing in our lives, right? We set ourselves goals, and telling people our goals and having someone hold us accountable is very beneficial in actually being successful in those goals. So we have a Facebook group that starts the first and third Monday of every month. And it's held by holistic health coaches that really just guide you through this and hold your hand through the process. And along with that, you have hundreds of other people going through the process at the same time. So we have that group that just constantly supports you. The continuous coaching from those holistic health coaches that are telling you why we should be eliminating certain foods and sugars from our diet, why we should be adding things into our diet, and more information about each of the products we have. On top of that, we provide you with meal plans, recipes, and shopping lists. So it's pretty much a handing you everything that you ever wanted besides to cook everything, but everything you need to like take the thinking out of it if this is something very new for your life, because you don't know like the best veggies to go to or that kind of stuff. So we have recipes that are great that children love, and that everyone can make. It's pretty simple, and it prepares you for like grocery shopping on your weekends. On top of that, it's just, there's so many benefits from it. I've had clients that have had the lowest blood pressures they've had in years, just by changing their lifestyle habits in 30 days and switching to choosing a better product and a better food ingredient and staying to the outsides of those grocery stores instead of finding all that processed goodies in between. People who've lost weight, sleeping better, getting off of Red Bull by using some fish sticks, and all that fun stuff. So there's endless amounts of testimonials, and we're happy to share some on the event with you guys, because it doesn't just base itself around weight loss. It goes far beyond that, and you'll find that you're just more energetic and looking to live the best days of your life, and you want to share it with other people. So the accountability is probably the biggest benefit of doing it as a group, along with the shopping list and meal plans. So if you guys have any questions or any comments you want to ask us, feel free. Ashley, do you have anything you want to finalize on?
Yeah, if anyone has like an immediate question, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
If any of you guys have an immediate question, go ahead and we can either unmute you or you can pop it in the chat. But we recognize we just shared a lot of information with you. So this call will be recorded and posted in the event if you want to review it at all. If you have any questions that come up after it, you can also post those in the group, or we really encourage you to ask the person that invited you. They're going to help you through this program if you decide to do it for yourself, along with all of the holistic health coaches that lead it. So we definitely encourage you to get in touch with the person that invited you, whether it was as a recording or here live, use them as a resource because they really want to answer any question for you, as little as how good actually are the recipes, and as big as like something crazy that maybe they won't even be able to answer, but they can get an answer for you, a really scientific question or something like that. So we want to be here to help you. That's what we love to do. So if you allow us to do that, we will be grateful. With that, I think we're going to end the recording, and we can stay on for any other